This is the Red Line Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Early Evening Sports Buffet with the Ginch. I am Sid Ginch, your host, Ryan F., here on the Red Line Radio Network. Welcome. Questions, comments, criticisms, all welcome. Let's delve into it, shall we? Some top headlines from around the world in sports. I found this amusing. Stephen Curry is the first active player to have his own exhibit in the Hall of Fame, reported by Anthony Slater. It's a new exhibit this weekend dedicated to Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry, representing the first time in the nearly 75-year history that an active player will be honored within the walls with a dedicated exhibit. The exhibit, titled Stephen Curry Beyond the Arc, will open to the public in Springfield, Massachusetts on Friday. It will include Olympic and championship artifacts, game-worn gear, and archival footage. Curry's journey from an unheralded prospect to decorated four-time champ. I don't know whether to say okay or woohoo. Good for him. Major League Baseball calls to preserve draft system after owner's proposal. Reported by Aiden Gonzalez, ESPN. I'll just read this here. The Players Union made its proposal for the domestic draft on Tuesday, one that runs in stark contrast to what Major League Baseball's owners proposed in bargaining last month. 33 days after the league proposed cutting the draft from 20 to 12 rounds, slashing amateur signing bonuses by more than $150 million, and preventing high school players from entering, the MLBPA called to preserve the current system while also opening more doors to younger players. Goes on. The MLBPA proposed not only to maintain draft eligibility for high school and junior college players, but also for those from four-year universities to be eligible after their sophomore years, regardless of age. College sophomores are currently only eligible if they are at least 21 years old by August 1st of their draft year. It goes on. The MLBPA wants to maintain a system where signing bonus pools grow with industry revenues. It was $358.7 million in 2026. That's up from $350.4 million in 2025. It provides small market teams with the ability to increase them. Under their proposal, teams designated as small market under the collective bargaining agreement could add $2 million to their bonus pools in one draft over the next 5 years. A small market team would also get an additional $1 million in bonus pool money for making the playoffs prior year. It goes on. It's a whole lot of gobbledygook legal jargon bullshit. When you're talking about that many millions of dollars, it doesn't compute to your average fan. WNBA, Azzy Fudd, Mabry, and Howard are among WNBA All-Star three-point contestants. Just got to throw that out there. The Texas Rangers draft pick, Brody Bumia. He has to have Tommy John surgery. His fastball has been clocked over 100 miles per hour, by the way. On Tuesday, he said he'll need Tommy John surgery to repair damage to the ulnar collateral ligament in his left elbow. He's 6'9", by the way, 255 pounds. He had internal brace surgery to repair the same UCLA. Oh my God, the same UCL joint in 2025. He did let Major League Baseball teams know prior to the draft that there was further damage that would require another procedure. Bummer. So those are some of the top headlines. It's going to be kind of slow. Teams open up their NFL camps this week. The Dolphins and All-Pro linebacker Jordan Brooks, they've reached the 3-year, $51.3 million extension. Good for him. What else from the world of the NFL? Carolina Panthers right tackle Taylor Moton, he has been sidelined indefinitely with a blood clot in his lung, which is never good. Prayers to him to get healthy. Sam Laporta, Lions tight end, fully cleared for training camp. Good for him. Had the back injury last year. Some of this other stuff I went over yesterday. Let me jump to Major League Baseball, shall we? Just went over the Major League Baseball Players Association call to preserve the current system on the draft. Reported by the Associated Press, Cubs reliever Trent Thornton is day-to-day with just a bruised left heel. Thought it might have been a fracture, but it's not. If you haven't noticed, the Red Sox have won 14 straight. They're on a 14-game win streak. Nolan Arenado, he is the 6th active player to reach 2,000 hits. And he's become one of only 6 major leaguers with at least 2,000 hits, 350 home runs, and 10 gold gloves. The others are all Hall of Famers: Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, Mike Schmidt, Johnny Bench, and Al Kaline. Let's go to the score, shall we? On the slate today, full slate. Right now, bottom of the first, Dodgers and the Phillies are scoreless. Top of the 6th, Twins and Guardians knotted at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 3rd, the Rays are up on the Blue Jays 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, Braves up on the Padres 2-1. Top of the 2nd, Mets over the Brewers 1-0. All these games are scoreless coming up. Giants, Royals, White Sox, Rangers, and Tigers, Cubs scoreless. Later on, you got the Marlins at the Stros, the Nationals at the Rockies, Cardinals at the Angels, the Athletics at the Diamondbacks, Reds at the Mariners, Pirates at the Yankees, and the Orioles at the Red Sox. So the Red Sox on this 14-game win streak puts them over 500. They were 37-48 at one point. Now they're 51-40. They're just 6 games back of the Rays. NBA news. Nothing new. All this stuff I went over yesterday. So there's nothing new on that front. NHL. Some news. The NHL to produce games for Hurricanes, Blue Jackets, Wild, and the Blues, reported by the Associated Press. The Stanley Cup champion Hurricanes are one of 4 teams that will have their games produced and distributed by the NHL for the coming season. The league announced Tuesday that the Columbus Blue Jackets, Minnesota Wild, and Blues will also have local broadcasts done by the NHL productions when the season begins in late September. So some big news there. The Utah Mammoth have signed defenseman John Marino to an 8-year, $54 million extension. So good for him. And some of this other stuff I went over yesterday. So there you have it on that front. Let's go to the WNBA, shall we? Full slate for the women. Now, this is actually tomorrow. Sorry, they have the day off. Mercury will be at the Sparks, the Lynx at the Storm, the Sky at the Liberty, Aces at the Mystics, and the Sun at the Fever, with the late game being the Wings at the Fire. That is tomorrow. In the world of golf this week, PGA Tour will be in Blaine, Minnesota for the 3M Open at the TPC Twin Cities. First tee time, 7:45. LPGA will be in Scotland for the ISPS Handa Women's Scottish Open in Dundonald Links, Ayrshire, Scotland. Tee time, 2:30 a.m. local time here. PGA Tour Champions, Senior Open, also in Scotland, at the Glen Eagles Golf Course. No tee times as of yet. Live Golf will be in the United Kingdom at the JCB Golf and Country Club in Rochester, England. The Live Golf United Kingdom. Tee time, 8:15 a.m. That would be over there, by the way. So if you want to get up and watch it, you get up at 3:15. The DP World, they will not resume until August 13th. And the Corn Ferry Tour, they will be in Glenview, Illinois at the Glen Club, the Evans Scholars Invitational. First tee time, 7:30 a.m. their time. And I said it was going to be a short show. There's really nothing left to go over. Again, really, it's Major League Baseball, WNBA. I didn't see any NFL news out of the first days of mini camps yet. Yep, no major news. So I'm going to end it there. As I say at the end of each show. Oh, before I forget, which I don't know that. Give me just a second here. Let's do this. Thusly and ergo brings me to the part of the show where I say, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for whatever it is you're doing out there in TV land, podcast land. Hug somebody every once in a while, you might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for God's sakes, if you see somebody struggling in whatever fashion, inquire, ask questions, what's bothering them. Do they need help? How can you get them help? Because you might not just be saving a life. You might be saving a multitude of lives. So with all that being said, tomorrow No shows. I'll return Thursday. Maybe I'll do a show if there's a time slot that's available for what it's worth. Because in the political realm, it's bumfuck Egyptville. So there's only one thing left for me to do. Have a great night, everybody. Danny Don Meredith, take me out. Have a good night, everybody.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
Redline Network introduces our newest partnership, Outlaw Light. Outlaw is crafted for all of the beer drinking patrons of America. They aren't preaching or teaching, their mission plain and simple, to provide a high quality beer at an affordable price. Outlaw is crisp, crushable, refreshing. Available by the case, tall boys, 16-ounce 6-packs or singles. Go to outlawbeer.com to find the nearest can or tavern near you. The Redline Network proudly raises their cans to you. Stay bold, Outlaw.